We come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull, Jay Williams. And Jay, once you beat the traffic, this is one of the great stops in the NBA.
When you step your foot on that purple and gold floor, you know you have to bring your A game. Plus, your trash-talking A game to all the celebrities sitting courtside, Ed.
It's the definition of showtime. Let's do this. The Miami Heat begin the game with the basketball. Jay, 44 wins for the Heat last year. For the most part, that core is in place once again.
And when I think about the core, Ed, I think about upper management. I think about Pat Riley. I think about Eric Spoelstra. I think about Mickey Arison, the consummate professionals associated with this basketball team. The year before, they did not make the playoffs. So a substantial improvement for a young basketball team.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First try at the line, no good. Off the mark, 0 for 2 at the line. Richardson to Dragic. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Kuzma. To James. Here comes the screen. Shot from the lane won't go. Dragic into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Whiteside. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Hassan Whiteside trying to cash in on a three-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. Can't convert the free throw. Count the bucket for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Miami with the basketball. Dragic.
You know, Ed, one of the concerning things for me is that you had the franchise future of this organization and Hassan Whiteside, who almost became last season a franchise headache, and how this team dealt with the drama said a lot about the character of who they are.
Jay, it's crazy. You go back a couple of years ago when the cap expanded, teams invested in players they felt could be cornerstones for their respective franchises. Hassan Whiteside was the guy in Miami. But midway through last season, Eric Spoelstra saw more opportunities for a guy like Bam Adebayo and to go small with lineups around Kelly Olynyk. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Dragic with the basketball. Down 2. Couple of cracks at the line now.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Rodney McGruder, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 50%. Wants to do better. Nope. First one does not go. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Lonzo with it. Leads 1. James. McGee powers it through.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic to Whiteside. With a drop step. From the painted area, won't go down. Ball with the basketball. Up by 3. Has a chance, gets a look, can't hit.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
To Richardson. Oh, he had him there for a second. Richardson. Here comes the screen. Has a look. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Ball into the front court. Leads 3. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Missed it at the line. Miami's got it. Dragic, deep right corner. To Whiteside. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, each won just 1 with the Lakers. Elgin Baylor didn't win any. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans because when you see the likes of Kobe or Michael Jordan, they won all their championships in the same city. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James, though.
Here comes the screen. James. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
To Richardson. Here comes the screen. Oh, had him going there for a second. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Gets it in the right corner. Dragic. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
LeBron James looking good. 4 for 5.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
From the outside, no good.
Work out. Hey, check up, let's go.
Richardson. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Ball, so it's going to stay with Miami. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Richardson. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Josh Richardson had to force that one, but it's no good. That's a 24-second violation. LeBron James. He's now 5 for 6. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Here's a chance from long range. Rondo with the basketball. Lead stands at 10. Nothing going here on that drive. To Dragic. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Here's Rondo with it. His team on top by 8. James to Kyle Kuzma. Can't connect from inside.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Misses the first. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
No good.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Richardson. It was right there.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Rims out. LeBron into the front court. The lead stands at 9. And finishes strong.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. Probably want to step out of the way.
Timeout for Miami.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Stepping in for the Lakers, number 6, Lance Stephenson.
Over to the right side. Wade. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Los Angeles has the basketball. Oh, can't do that.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 4. Miami Heat are at the limit.
Short jumper stays out.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
To James. Oh, he had him there for a second. James to Stevenson. The Heat have the rebound. To Wade. Goes to the right side. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Okay,
Hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
Bam Adebayo. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 72%. And hits the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To James. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Lakers at the controls right now. To James. Jumper's good.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. Wade. The pass set it all up.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
James to Stevenson. Oh, defender pulls the chair. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Wade.
Screen on your right. On your right. Get the screen. Watch the cut.
Nothing going here on that drive. Wade shot no good.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
And now it's Flash with the basketball. For 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Rondo, wild shot there, predictably misses. Wade. That's not his range. It's no good. 15-footer at the buzzer. Final shot of the period. Almost. It would have counted, but no good. Time's run out here in the first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get